Hey there and welcome back. In today's video, we'll be breaking down one of the most versatile and powerful builds you can use. This build works great in all types of content, including PvE and PvP. If you're a solo player or looking to run with a small group, you'll benefit greatly from this build. Now, we're talking about none other than the Cursed Staff. Now, before we jump into the breakdown and talk about which items to take with it, which abilities to use, and how your rotation will work, make sure to check out my stream on kick.com/Donnie956. I stream every day except Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. UTC, which is 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. I have giveaways every 30 minutes and giveaway premium twice a week, so join the Discord and become part of the community. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the breakdown. For your head slot, I strongly recommend Hunter Hood. You'll get an 85% reflection by taking Retaliate. Now, this hood is looking to get another nerf purely on how strong it is. Instead of reflecting for 4 seconds, you will now reflect for 3 seconds. So make sure to use this wisely as you can end up wasting it. Now your passive will be Balanced Mind for the increased damage and defense. Now let's talk about what your armor piece will be. For your armor, you will go with the Cleric Robe. You will take Everlasting Spirit as your R ability. This will place a ward on you for 1.5 seconds. And if you take any damage while the ward is active, you will become immune for 3 seconds. And your damage will also be increased by an additional 20%. Now this is a great way to immune a lot of burst damage or use to amplify your damage and go for a kill. Your passive will be Aggression for the increased 8% damage. Now for your Cursed Staff, let's talk about which abilities you will take. If you're simply gathering and fame farming, I recommend going with Cursed Sickle for your Q, since you will hit multiple stationary targets and put a huge amount of Vile Curse dots, which increases your damage overall. Now if you're looking to do more PvP, then you can opt and take Vile Curse for your Q, which places 1 dot on your targeted enemy. You don't have to worry about missing your target in PvP. It's very important to stack your Vile Curses, as this will increase your overall damage and E-Bomb. You can stack up to 4 Vile Curses at once, so make sure to take advantage of that. Now for your W, I recommend going with Desecrate, as you will snare your enemies, which does damage, and place an additional Vile Charge. This does well in PvP and PvE, since you can apply it in multiple targets. Now your E is a Time Bomb and Death Curse, which does more damage based on the number of Vile Curses you have placed. After 5 seconds, the curse will explode. This is why it's very important that you have 4 stacks before the bomb goes off. It will ensure that you maximize your damage output. For your passive, I like to take Bane for the extra AoE damage from normal attacks. Now for your offhand, you have 2 options that you can go with. I personally like to use Mistcaller for the cooldown modifier, which allows me to get more Vile Curses out, crowd control, and bombs out quicker. The other option is to use a shield. This will make you tankier and help you in those 1v1 fights. Whichever is best for your playstyle is the one I suggest taking. Now for your cape, I recommend going with Carleon Cape. This cape will reset your Q cooldown, allowing you to quickly get out more Vile Curses or Sickles. It's huge as it quickly stacks damage. The cape also only has a 30-second cooldown. Now for your boots, I recommend going with Soldier Boots. You will have the increased defense from toughness. When it comes to your ability choice, this depends on what you're trying to do. If you're looking to PvP and chase enemies down, I recommend using Wanderlust for the long run duration. If you want sustained mobility, you will go with Rejuvenating Sprint. Now that we've gone over the items that you'll need and the abilities that you'll take for your build, let's talk about what to do and a basic rotation while you're out there. When PvEing, you will want to throw your Q twice, since Carleon will reset your Q. You will then place your E on your main target, followed by a snare from your W. This will make sure that you have all 4 stacks up before the bomb blows up. You can also time your Cleric Robe's R with your E to proc a shield and increase your damage by 20%. Mob clearing will be easy for you, including empowered mobs. Now when it comes to PvP, your rotation can vary depending on the situation. At times you might throw out your snare first to open up some space between you and your opponent, or you'll quickly double Q to start your dot stack. Now the things I would recommend you'll always do is place your E on your target when you have at least 2 curse vials on them. This will give you 5 seconds to get an additional 2 curses on them and gives you time to kite around. Also when facing melee, I recommend using your Everlasting Spirit from your Cleric Robe as soon as the melee jumps on you. A lot of players tend to put out all of their damage and abilities as soon as they engage on you, and being able to immune them will give you a huge lead. You will then have Reflect in your back pocket to reflect the second wave of damage. You don't want to really open up with Reflect, as it can put you in a bad position, since you'll take 100% of the damage you are reflecting. It is much easier to fight when you have the advantage. Now if your opponent is trying to run away, Make sure you chase them down with your Wanderlust mobility and keep your dots up on them. Throw one last bomb as a farewell gift and watch them die off screen. I'm more than confident that you will enjoy and find success in this build, as it is very consistent and a fun build to play. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to join the Discord and become part of the community. Come hang out and check us out on kick.com/Donnie956, where we stream 6 days out of the week and provide solo and group content. Thank you for watching.